really old. How about them Cowboys?
How about them Cowboys? Good evening, everybody. Game Time Brian and Loyal Cowboy coming here for a lunchtime / dinner time chat, talking some Cowboys. What's going on, Bobby Murphy? You like it. I know you like it. I hear you like it. Vinny Hagen's in the house. Crystal Carr-McCorn. Regina Green, sister from another mother. You got Bobby Murphy. Brad Harris. I got back to you, buddy. What is going on? Who am I missing? Alina? How are you, Alina? Mike Aldana was in the house. Felix Rojas. What's up, Felix? How is everybody doing? Vinny Hagen, what's up? How you doing, Loyal? Angelica Barone. What's up, Angelica? What's up, man?
I'm excited about tomorrow. I mean, Sunday. It just seems like it's long. It seems like it's taking longer for the game to get here for some reason.
Listen, man. It's one of those deals where we got to enjoy this. We're already at the end of the friggin' year. I can't believe it. I cannot believe that we're in week 18. Eastside Harold, what's going on? Your team's going down tomorrow night, and I'm going to live stream it. Now, I don't know. I'm predicting a Colts win, but, you know, I'm very looking forward to that game. So I set up some streams. I'm gonna be a busy man this weekend. Me and Loyal would love. We were just talking about it before we came on air. We would love to be in Landover, Maryland, with Mark Holmes, but I've been off for 2 weeks worth of work. From work. I've been dealing with funerals. It's been kind of a depressing time. I got to get back to work first thing Monday morning. 1 o'clock game, Loyal. I was probably going to go and just suck it up and get home by 11, 12 at night, turn around. But 4 o'clock game, 5, 6, 7, by the time you get out of the lot, 8, 9, now we're talking about 12, 1. Can't do it, man. So we'll be streaming it here. So I hope you guys join me. I'm streaming tomorrow night the game, and then I'm probably going at 1 o'clock. I'm going to send out links to Loyal and whoever else wants to possibly stop in throughout the day. You know, I can't expect everybody to be on here for as long.
Bob Murphy says he got injured at work.
Who did?
I hope you're okay. Bobby Murphy said he got injured at work.
3 broken ribs. What the hell did you do, Bobby? What's up, Sugar Daddy? What the hell did you do, man? I know me. I was on the roof getting down all the Christmas lights today. So, and I got a high end of the house, so I'm always a little sketchy going up there. The older I get, it's like, you know. But, you know, I made it safely. First things first, Loyal. Jerry Jones has come out today and said Sunday is a playoff game. We got to win. Obvious. That's stating the obvious, but he's letting it be known that you are not allowed to not show up and, you know, you need to win. I mean, what do you think about his statements? Do you like him coming out and saying that or what?
Yeah, we have to win. I mean, I say we get out there, we take care of business. If we got a good lead, I'd say if we got a nice cushion, then you might start taking some of your starters out, you know. But
yeah,
he's absolutely right. I mean, this is a playoff game, and this sets us up better in the playoffs. Like everybody knows, if we lose, you know, we lose that opportunity to win the division and get the number 2 seed. So he's right about that.
Yeah. I'm going to play something here. I'm going to talk over it. Loyal can't hear it, but I'm going to I could rattle down all the injuries, and me and Loyal, I mean, I'll try and interject when I can, and then we'll talk about it. Dallas has some injuries, and the flu bug is running rampant on their team again today. Multiple guys did not practice. We really haven't lost anybody to the flu bug, but more importantly, the Commanders are bailing left and right, kind of like what the Giants did last year. Even though the Giants were in the playoffs, you know, looking back, the Giants probably should have played that game against the Eagles because they went into Philly the following week and got their ass handed to them. But let me play this and just listen and let me know. Hopefully you guys can hear it.
All right, y'all, bear with me because it's a lot going on both sides. So let's start with our hometown
Cowboys first. Let me know if you can hear it, boys.
Rico Dowdle was upgraded to full.
Rico is full.
Yesterday with
Rico
that
Dowdle
so
was ready to go.
He's back. That'll be guaranteed if he gets no game designation today, but looks like he's back. Jonathan Hankins suffered no setbacks. In his return to practice. He was again limited on Thursday,
Can you hear
but
it, Bobby?
still trending towards possibly returning. Tyler Smith, no change in his situation.
Tyler Smith,
like Brian
no
said
change
yesterday,
in the
likely
situation.
a game-time decision
Game-time decision.
They rested him again yesterday. Did not participate with that torn plantar fascia. We'll see what his status is. I think it'll probably be doubtful for game designation, but we'll see how they play that out. Not so good. Dorrance Armstrong popped up on the injury report, and he didn't go down to limited. He went from full to DNP, so he did not participate with an ankle injury.
Out with
Keep
an
an eye on
today?
that. Armstrong obviously has been having a strong season, one of his best. Chuma Edoga and Chauncey Golston now joined Wanye Thomas and Malik Hooker as battling the bug that's been going around. So illness designation, they were both Golston and Edoga. DNP did not participate on yesterday. Hooker's also dealing with that ankle injury. So those you want to keep an eye on.
Has anyone missed a game because of illness? I don't remember. I think they all ended up playing.
I think
when Hooker ended up missing, it wasn't
because
for the illness.
Ankle.
Right,
it was because of the ankle. So nothing comes to mind, but something tells me someone probably did, but I can't
remember anyone
because Micah played through his, and then
most people have.
Wasn't J-Ron? J-Ron caught the bug, I believe.
Yeah,
it's made its way around the defensive back room and the defensive line room as well. But hopefully that trend stays because they're battling it right now. Now let's flip to the Commanders.
Right, now we go with the Commanders. What's up,
Jonathan
Sports
Allen
Junkie?
Still did not participate in practice on yesterday. I checked on his status this morning. As
Jonathan
the
Allen hasn't practiced all week with a knee.
He is
That's
DNP again
huge.
today. So that means Jonathan Allen
ankle
will have
injury,
the entire week without practicing with that knee injury.
Is that a situation, just real quick,
is
that a situation like with Tyron Smith? You always have to ask that with veteran players where they just kind of let him kind of go through the week
and then
he plays on Sunday.
No, I talked to some people at the Commanders yesterday.
I'll put it up at the top.
They got a lot of guys right now that are asking why. Why do we have to play?
It's a fair question.
To that point,
fair question.
Yeah.
To that point,
and if you know,
ready to go to the Caribbean, come on.
And if you know Jonathan Allen, he's voiced his displeasure throughout the year.
Yeah,
that's a fact.
And he's dealing with the knee. They have a lot of veteran players right now that are not interested in playing football. They understand the coaching situation. There's coaches on that staff that are coaching for jobs, maybe not with the Commanders, but with other organizations. Maybe a new coach coming in that says, hey, this guy does a good job with our tight ends. I want to keep him around. I like him. Maybe ownership says, hey, we need to keep this guy. So they're in a really terrible situation right now. And they're in a terrible situation because they got a lot of veteran players that are just they're done. They've had enough. And so they're interested in playing young players, but they understand what's ahead of them and what's about to happen as soon as that game's over. I still always feel like you need to be nervous. You just don't know how a game is going to go. But the way the Commanders are looking at this at certain key spots would bode well for the Cowboys.
But wait. There's more.
Yeah, we're almost done. Listen to this.
To the Commanders secondary. So Kendall
Fuller,
starting nickelback, still did not practice with the knee issue. Also isn't set to practice today on Friday. So there you go. Cam Curl did not practice, quad injury, safety. Christian Holmes, backup rotational cornerback, did not practice, still in concussion protocol. Now here's another big one for them. Casey Toohill, defensive end. He has 5 sacks on the season, downgraded from to limited, so he's battling through a shoulder injury now after being full participant earlier this week. And then you flip to the offense. Starting right tackle, Andrew Wiley. He's still limited with his elbow, but here's another massive one. Curtis Samuel was downgraded to DNP, did not participate on yesterday with a hamstring injury. So it's a soft tissue injury, and you know how tricky those can be. So on both sides of the ball for Washington, like Brian said, be it a mix of true injury or the players saying to themselves, business decision.
All right. That's good. Hopefully I'm not echoing because you know how when I go from that side to here. So please, I'm hoping I'm good. Stephen Brown, shout out to you, brother. I was in Hawaii about 5 years ago. Didn't get to Kona, but went to the other two islands. Went to Kauai and Oahu. So Kona, that's my next stop, brother. I hope you have a good vacation. Devil Dog, what's going up? What's going on? JoJo, I hope you feel better. Yeah, so we just broke it down there. I don't know. I know you couldn't hear Loyal. Basically,
I heard it.
Okay, so all right. So Jonathan Allen, he doesn't want to play. Thanks, Vinny. He does not want to play, along with a lot of the other guys. Their offensive line. See, that was basically my main fear. Is their two defensive tackles could really cause havoc, and that's about it right now. I mean, they're really banged up. Their offensive line is sketch. I just think they're going to mail it in. I think that, what's his name, the receiver on the outside, the Scary Terry's going to get his 60-some yards and shut it down, get his 1,000 yards for the year. They're just beat up. I'm not saying they're going to not come out and try and score early, but if we can get on top of them, Loyal, I think it's a wrap. I mean, so what do you think about that? I mean, these guys don't want to play. They know it's coming. They know there's changes coming in Washington. They don't want to get hurt and risk their future, their new contracts. Unfortunately, that's the day and age we play. We got to come out and take care of business. We should blow their doors off. What says you, Loyal?
Well, it's still a game. It's a must-win for us. I mean, if, like you said, everything – they don't play, they don't show up, we got a good lead, like I said, take them out. But we still can't take our foot off the gas because if we lose, we lose that opportunity to go in as number 2 and have 2 games, potentially 2 games at home.
Yeah, and
so you don't want to take that away, especially seeing as we've been undefeated
our urgency,
at home.
Like you said, our urgency with their lack of urgency. Now, I'm sure Sam Howell's going to come out trying to sling the ball around. I'm sure Scary Terry's going to try and catch the ball and make something happen early on in the game. We just got to come out and not shoot ourselves in the foot, and we're going to be fine. But
how media is too, though. Like Angelica Barone says in the chat, it could be a trap. They could just be saying this and thinking something. So I wouldn't take their guard down. Go in there and approach this as if Washington is in the playoffs, and just go out there. Just got to suck it up. These players, especially going into playoffs, they have to, show some grit. They can't go out there and just think, oh, I'm just going to kick back. Because you remember what happened that one year back in 2007. Remember we had the home field advantage and Tony Romo and Jason Witten went on vacation with their wives. We can't do that crap. They have to be 100% locked in and ready to go.
Yeah. Hey, Stephen Brown.
That's what they're getting paid for.
Are you watching the game from Kona? Hopefully it's over quick for you, buddy. But yeah, I agree, Loyal. We got to take care of business. I think we're going to come into the game very, very motivated. Brian brought us. I've been on record saying I trust him. I mean, he ain't like the gospel, but he has the people he knows in all the organizations, and he's hearing. He's hearing that the Rams don't care whether they're the 6th or the 7th seed. So the Rams are going to sit everybody, Loyal. So that game between the Rams and the 49ers is going to be a preseason game, okay? I almost think the Rams want to be the 7th seed. They really don't care. What's up, JJ? So we could very well see the Rams week 1. Now, I don't want that. I'd rather see Green Bay. So we need Green Bay to win the game. But the Rams can. If Green Bay, how's that going to work, Loyal? If Green Bay loses, that helps us playing Green Bay, correct? Let's say Green Bay and the Rams both lose. Is Green Bay in risk of being out?
Let me look that up.
Yeah. I'm just saying, I don't want to play the Rams first round, okay? I just don't. I think we could beat them, but you guys remember early in the season when we played the Rams. They actually were out on us a little bit, and then we exploded with all those points, but they were giving us everything we could. We got to deal with Aaron Donald. At the end, you play who you play. But this home.
So right now, it looks like the Rams and the Pack, they got the same record. Don't forget about Seattle. Seattle's
That's
in the
mix. What I'm saying. Who is
you got
not
a lot
guaranteed?
of 6 and 7 teams in there. You got the Saints, you got Atlanta, you got Seattle, you got the Rams, you got Green Bay. Well, no, this ain't up. Minnesota, they're
I agree.
Minnesota 7-6.
You know,
no, this is an old one. Never mind.
Yeah, I think how it is I think if they all lose, nothing changes. But obviously, if Green Bay wins and the Rams lose, Green Bay moves up, right? I believe so. I'd have to look at their. Yeah, I'm sorry, people. I'm prepared, but not that.
Dallas has to be ready either way.
Yeah,
you know, they got to defend.
But
they got to defend their turf. They can't do this crap that they've been doing in the past and getting home field, getting a good record, and just getting embarrassed at home. They need to take care of business. I mean, there's no excuse. That's the mindset that all the players and the coaches need to have. They can't go in there like, get big-headed. They just got to take care of business.
Angelica says, bring anybody on, play your game no matter what it is. I mean, I agree. But Philly D says Rams got legit players. I think I'm kind of counting on Rams to possibly going in and knock off the 49ers. That's kind of why I wanted the path. I think we could beat the Rams, but I'm looking at who can knock off the Niners, So Mary Alvarez says, let's be honest, though. This is the easiest path Cowboys have had since Dak's rookie years to go deep into the playoffs. Very, very true, which is why Loyal is right. They need to end like Jerry Jones is right. They need to take this like a playoff game. That's how they have to look at this game. You can't worry about who Washington is doing. I'm just giving you guys the heads up. These veteran players do not want to play on Sunday. They know it's coming. So it helps Dallas, but it's a mental thing. Like you guys are saying, we can't really worry about that. We got to go do our thing. And I think they will. But looking at the standings, the Packers are 8-8, Tampa Bay's 8-8, New Orleans is 8-8. So I think the honest scenario would be Green Bay will beat Chicago at home. They're going to have to, right? So they'll be 9-8.
Chicago, they ain't got that. Aren't they guaranteed the number one pick?
They are, I believe, but
so they may not. They may sit there, all their guys.
No, but why would they? They can go out and try and win their final game without any consequence. You look at it that way too, as opposed to by winning. Like let's say that the Washington Commanders win the game against us, right? They're going to drop 5 to 7 spots in the draft. They're right now in the number 2 spot. That's probably Caleb Williams, like the way it's looking now. Whoever it is, it's good. You can't afford to do that. That's just bad business. You can't, like the Eagles did that a few years ago, right? Philly D, you guys won a game on the last game of the year, and you dropped down a bunch of spots for no real good reason, other than we went out to get a win on our last game. Well, listen, man, you gotta just, But Bears should have a bright future. Panthers, yeah, exactly. They should. Mary Alvarez, facts, Angelica. End goal for the boys should be Super Bowl or nothing. Less has been too many chances with this group of talent. Yeah, Mary, I've told a lot of people that we need to not be happy with, we lost at the 49ers. I'm just trying to look at that path and what may be easier for us. Hey, Lori Delph, how are you? Yeah, I know, Lori. That's why I said I think that's going to be a good game. Bears at the Green Bay. I don't know why everything goes.
Yeah, you're right. I'm looking at Bobby saying I think the Cowboys losing 26-6 Week 18 last season should be motivation. You're right. Last season though was a little bit different. We didn't really have anything to play for. This game, we have to win. We have to win this game because we get rewarded with the division and the number 2 seed. So. It's a little bit different. We got something to play for now, but last year we didn't have anything to play for.
Yeah, I'm kind of hoping the Rams go in and the Niners roll over. That's what I'm hoping for. I don't know that that's going to happen, but I'm just rooting for the Rams to win against the Niners. I think it might happen, but we'll see.
It just depends on who the Rams want to play in the playoffs too. Would they want to play us?
That's what I'm saying.
Or the Lions?
They already said they don't care who. They don't care. They're going to be sitting everybody. So I kind of think that they're going to lose the damn game, the Rams, to the Niners, regardless of who the Niners are playing or not playing. But I don't know. I could be wrong. So that'll be a game not to watch for good football, but just to see how it happens. Very interested to see and talk about Sunday night, what's going on. What's up, Raymond Salas? How are you? Ronnie, what's going on? Shout out to the 50 people in here. Fuse 3. What's up, my man? Dallas is very close, dropping 3 in a row. Y'all would be, like talking different. Philly D, I get it. I do get it. And I did bring that up.
But y'all lost to Arizona, Philly D. What's up with that? Eagles fans were roasting us earlier. Oh, y'all lost to the Cardinals, and now y'all lost to the Cardinals, and nobody ain't saying anything about it.
Thanks, Brad. Felix Rojas.
What's up with that?
Not that I have any doubts about Washington game. How do you feel about Giants-Philly game? I think Eagles win the game, Loyal. I think they win.
Oh, yeah.
I think Eagles win. I just think the Giants are that bad this year. I just do. I just think they are. I don't know. I mean, am I wrong, Loyal?
I don't see the Giants are just a bad team all around. Is DeVito playing again?
No. I'm not sure who's playing. It's probably going to be Tyrod. I think Giants have a shot. You got Tyrod, or not? Is it Tyrod? Yeah, I think Tyrod Taylor. You got Saquon Barkley. I think the Eagles are going to come out and score. So the Giants are going to have to score if they want to stay with them. If I had to pick a game, I'll take Eagles by a field goal. So I think the Giants are getting 4.5. I don't know that I would take that, though. I would probably just close my eyes and take the Eagles. But in Philly, everybody is talking about losing to the Cards. Yeah, they are, Bobby. We were, too. I streamed the game. I was not happy. But we beat the Jets. So you lost to that's what sucks. When I did my preseason picks, I was roasted by a guy, and he was right. I went back after it, and the Eagles had never lost to the New York Jets in the regular season in their history. And I predicted a loss, and I had them, I had them winning 11. I think them in Dallas. I think Dallas was 12 and Eagles with 11 was my final in my first time around. And he said, we're going to beat the Jets. We never lose to the Jets. We've never lost to the Jets in our future. Well, they lost this year to the Jets. So just think about that. You lost to the Jets and the Cardinals. So that's pretty bad. Mary Alvarez, stop it with the narrative that we don't want to face this or the time the Cowboys are going to face that. Front runners in the playoffs can't be afraid. I'm not afraid of anybody.
You're right, Mary. You're right.
I'm just saying, if I had to pick a path, I'd rather play.
We got to be ready for whatever. If we truly feel like we belong in the Super Bowl, we have to be ready to play anybody.
Yeah, I agree.
You can't go out there with this mindset, oh, crap, we got to play this team. They need to be locked and ready and go out there and give their best performance. Plain and simple.
Clemente says, we beat the Lions, Rams, Eagles, and Seattle, and only lost to the 49ers. These are playoff teams. I'm confident in the team. See, that's a good point. Everybody said, oh, you beat nobody. Well, if you just rattle it off. No, in this day and age, we actually beat a lot of playoff teams. That's, lucky guess, right, Brian? Yeah. There will be a lot of there will be a lot of scoring watch at 425. Yeah, Ronnie, I'm going to be here, buddy. So hopefully you stop by. So it'll be interesting to see what happens. But this is a hat and T-shirt game for the Cowboys. So it's one of those games where if we win, we're handing out division hats and T-shirts, whether we care about that or not. That's a fact. They will be taking hats and T-shirts to Landover, Maryland, to talk about, so to hand out. So I want to be that team getting the damn hat. That's all. Not that means nothing, but it's a big deal for us. We stopped the Eagles from winning back-to-back divisions because
I just want to get over the hump.
Yeah.
Get over this hump, and hopefully by Jerry Jones putting Jimmy Johnson in the Ring of Honor, that takes that karma off us, but we need to get over the hump. We need to get to the next level.
Yeah.
I'm tired of this going into playoffs, maybe winning the wild card game, getting to the divisional, losing. We need to get over the hump. It's been way too long, and we got way too much talent not to.
What's up, Matt Batten? Hey, how are you doing today, Game Time? I'm doing good, man. Mike Goldana, Dallas needs the mindset we don't give a F who we want to play, or S, I don't know. Like one of the 4-letter words. I agree. They don't care. I'm just saying, as me, my personal self, I'd rather play Green Bay in round 1 than the Rams. That's all. That's all I'm saying. I don't think they care. So, Loya doesn't seem to care. He just wants to be playing good. So that's what it's about. I mean, if you're looking at Green Bay, they're 8-8, right? They're 4-3 at home, 4-5 on the road. Right now, the Rams are 5-3 at home and 4-4 on the road. So it's not that big a deal. We've already played the Rams, right? We played the Rams and beat them this year. We have not played the Packers. Scoring-wise, Rams have scored 383 to the Packers 366. Believe it or not, the Rams was giving up 357 to 341. Both are hovering right around the plus 25-point differential. Rams are on a 3-game winning streak. The Green Bay are on a 2-game winning streak. So it really doesn't matter. You're right. I'm just looking at who could have a better chance of beating the 49ers, because I'd like to not have to leave AT&T. That's all. But I want to see us dominate early and give Dak and some veterans his sitting in the fourth. I'll give a rest, says Clemente. What do you think? Do you care about sitting and resting, or you just want to play 4 quarters and smash their ass? Because I got an opinion on that. But what do you say, Laura?
Depends on the game. I mean, if we're winning big, yeah, take them out. If it's competitive, keep them in there.
Yeah, I want to smash them for 4 quarters. I'm not saying with halfway through the fourth, we're up by 20 points, obviously. But, I mean, I would just use our younger guys. But getting back to my original thought was, what do you call it? I was more worried about a Jonathan Allen in the middle with his sidekick, Daron Payne, going up against an injured Tyler Smith. I really think we rest Tyler Smith. He's going to need that extra week for possibly getting ready for an Aaron Donald type of a guy. So that's why
I'd say rest Smith and put Bass in.
Yeah,
he's been playing well enough. I think Bass will play fine. I think he'll do good. We don't need to risk. We need Tyler Smith. I mean, I wouldn't even play Hankins. I mean, I let Hankins. They say Hankins is ready to go, but I'd say at this point, give him another week rest. Let him. We want him 100% in the playoffs.
Or as close to it as possible. Yeah, I would say sit Tyler. He hasn't practiced all week. Brian was saying that they think he'll be doubtful. So, I'm fine with that. Let's just sit Tyler. Hankins is more important. If you can rest, I don't think you'll see Hankins. Hankins will be used sparingly in run situations. That's fine with me. We really should not have an issue on Sunday. I think it's going to be a beautiful game. I just pray that Dak and any of our big guys stay healthy, like always. How are you playing when you go into the playoffs, and how healthy are you? That's why I think it is important that we dominate the game. I don't care if they're playing all their backups. Like Philly D said, we almost lost 3 in a row. Almost. We didn't lose 3 in a row. We took Miami down to the brink, and with the holding penalty where you saw CeeDee Lamb's pants coming off in the end zone that they didn't call, that was a win there. You can say whatever you want with the Lions, so we're not playing horrible. We just need to put a full game together. I think we just need to come out and score 35 points, give up 15, 20 points, and we go from there. So I want to just bury him. So Felix says, if we had a better running game, I wouldn't have any worries about the 49ers. Again, I have a weird feeling about that this year. I think we're going to go in there and beat them, but we got to get there. We got to get there, people. Mary says, it's funny to me how Lions are still crying over a loss that it was us media would have a field day on it. Yeah, like Hutchinson's still running his mouth. Hey, bro, you have to tell the defense who's eligible, jackass. It has nothing to do with the Cowboys. We covered who we were told was eligible. You would have blamed the officials, fine. We would have covered 68 had we have known he was the one that was eligible. Hey, Dan Campbell, stop trying to be a jackass and try and run 3 guys up to the official to confuse them. You've been reporting 70 all game. All of a sudden, the end of the game. So, I'm eligible. Who the hell's eligible? Just let the defense know. You have to let them know. It's not like you have to let them know. Jeez.
Yep.
Self-inflicted
gun wound on themselves.
Yeah,
they can't blame nobody but themselves and their coaching staff for not saying, hey, that's not right. That's on them.
I mean, look at the damn tripping penalty that Hendershot got. You saw the replay. It was Hutchinson that did the tripping. That took points off the board for the Cowboys. We were in field goal range.
Yep.
That killed a drive. We had a field goal kicker that was 35 for 35 in his career. Either we were getting a touchdown or we were at least getting a field goal. Everybody wants to forget all this shit just to fill their narrative. It's over. Get over it. You lost. Sorry, now I'm getting hyped. What's up, Elena? How are you? The Lions are going to wait for us. Yeah, good. We're going to blow their ass out, Mary, if that happens. Excuse my language. But if we play the Lions, we're going to blow them out.
The Lions, they got to look at who they got to play.
Yeah, you got to worry about winning.
I mean, if they play the Rams, I'm just saying the Rams could beat the Lions.
They might beat the Lions.
So, Rams are a scary team in the playoffs.
That's what I'm
not saying. It just depends. We won't know who we play or anything until the games are over. So
yeah, I'm not worried about who we play. I'm just
that's
saying
for another
if
day.
I had to pick, just me personally, Dallas don't care. They just know they got to win the game, and they got to get, home field advantage for the first 2 weeks. And as Mary says, we haven't had this kind of path in a long time.
Nope.
And the Niners are known for choking in big games. Look what they did in Philly. Philly blew their ass out last year. Knocked their quarterback out. Okay? So.
And like I said, the last time we had a number 2 seed in the playoffs, we made it to the NFC Championship game.
Okay.
Right or wrong?
Well, I'm going to trust you. So.
We lost to the 49ers back in the 95 season the 94-95 season. We had the number 2 seed. They had the number 1 seed. That was the last time we had the number 2 seed and won. Made it to the championship.
A little bit of breaking news here. I didn't see it, so it's an hour old. Eagles ruled Devontae Smith and Darius Slay, which we kind of knew Darius Slay, both out for the game. So I'm telling you that Giants game is going to be a close game simply because they're struggling. They're going to have to run the ball. And Sirianni he can't get away. He can't help himself. I think he knows he has to run the game, to run the damn ball. It seemed like last week when the Eagles ran the ball, they were able to move the ball at will. So, but another breaking news, this is why I tell you we got to get through the games. The 49ers lose Jason Verrett to shoulder injury after a fall on practice field. Happened 5 minutes ago. So this is what I'm talking about. Jason Verrett.
We lost Diggs in practice.
But I'm just saying, the injury is crushing for Verrett, who had a brutal run of injuries throughout his NFL career. He's a cornerback. They are very thin on the back end of their defense. So they haven't played a game yet. Okay? They got to get through this next game. I know they're going to have backups, but you can only have so many backups in the game, right? It's just like crazy to me, all these injuries. Just looking around real quick. Rashee Rice, Ladarius Sneed won't play. Nobody's playing anybody unless you absolutely have to win the game. Jonathan Hankins is one of 7 Cowboys listed as questionable. T. Higgins, doubtful. But yeah, let me just pull up the Cowboys. We already basically talked about it. Tyler Smith, I don't believe Tyler plays. TJ
and if it were me,
yeah, go ahead.
You were saying Malik Hooker and all those guys had that flu bug or whatever it is. I wouldn't even let them on the plane, man. I'd tell them, keep your butt at home.
But there's too many of them, man.
Because you don't want to bring that crap in the locker room.
It's Dorrance Armstrong with an ankle, so I don't know that he's going to play. Tyler Biadasz, Chauncey Golston, Malik Hooker, and Wanye Thomas all have the flu. But we've dealt with that. You can give them fluids and get them through the game. So I think you got to do what you got to do. I'm sorry. We got to do what we got to do and win the game. We can't sit all those players. It's not like they're injured. It's just a little bit of a sickness. So let's get to the chat here. I'm always nervous about our run game. Brad, remember, I'll tell you right now, without Jonathan Allen, I think Pollard has a big game. I think Pollard / Rico have a big game. Philly D says, our defense so bad that the offense has to score a TD every drive. Eagles should control the clock with long drives. Philly D, that's what I'm thinking. Their offense, kind of like Cowboys, but more desperately. Eagles are going to win based on their offense scoring points and their defense hanging on. Whereas us, we have a good defense, but it's still predicated on scoring points. Dirty Sanchez, the referees start calling holding for Micah Parsons when he gets there, not a team in the NFL that can beat the Dallas Cowboys. I ain't holding my breath, Dirty Sanchez. We haven't got those calls all year, so I don't know that we're going to start getting them now. But I don't know. What do you think, Loyal? Are we going to get the holding calls for a change or no?
I just play one game at a time. I mean,
like we're not getting the holding calls then? Is that what you're going to tell me? Like we're not going to get them again on Sunday? Because they're going to be holding his ass. So.
Yeah.
Right Twiz, been play calling, it's been awful. Yeah. Well, that's Sirianni. That's, supposedly Sirianni has a big imprint on the game plan, and he interjects throughout the game. Whether that's true or not, I don't know for sure. But Matt Batten says, play Tyler Bass, rest Tyler Smith. Yeah, exactly. That's what I would do. That's what I would do. I would definitely do that. So that's about it. Parsons needs to fight through that. Agree he should be getting holding calls. Philly D, I just don't think. You know what? They'll probably give him till this week since it's all but wrapped up. They'll probably give it to him. Vinny says Eagles are going to lose, Loyal. I think that's funny. I don't know, man. I would think the Giants will be playing for something, but I haven't broken down what's at stake.
You don't know, but you don't know what's going through Sirianni's head either. Maybe they could be looking at it as well. If we don't win or lose, if they get the number 5, they might just be looking at being content with playing Tampa Bay because they figure that maybe they need to play some bad teams to get their confidence back up. So we don't know.
Baker Mayfield is playing.
I wouldn't be surprised. I wouldn't be surprised if Philly rests their players at this point. I would not be surprised.
Yeah, well, they're like I said, they're already out Devontae Smith. So
yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if they say, okay, you know what? Let's just go ahead and take this L. And let's rebound against Tampa Bay. I
mean, that's what it's about, though, right? That's about just winning in the playoffs. So,
Philly D says he thinks they do lose against the Giants. He's laughy, smiley face.
That sucks. Lori Delph says a better chance to hit the lottery than get a holding call. I did play the lottery, so we'll see. Matt Batten, I don't care if Eagles lose. Focus on beating Washington Commanders. Get 2 home playoff games in Dallas. Exactly. We were handed a gift. Let's open the damn thing and accept it. Let's just finish.
But Bobby Murphy says resting players has already been mentioned by Sirianni.
Yeah, I think it's gonna be a situation like last year, Bobby, when we counted on the Giants to beat the Eagles, and you guys are blowing them out at halftime because the Giants decided not to show up. That's probably what's going to happen where come the second half, Eagles, I mean, you're going to see Nate Sudfeld or whoever the hell the backup is, what's his name, ex-Oregon Duck, Marcus Mariota, might be playing in the second half. And if that's the case, I would definitely sit Hurts. He's not right. He's not been 100%. And guys like Swift, I would be concerned about. I would be concerned about guys like Swift. So, and maybe rest your 2 big interior tackles, because they look like they're exhausted. That's kind of what I would do, So, Matt Batten says, enjoy the gift the Eagles gave us. That's me. Yeah, in order to enjoy it, we got to finish the fight. And Mark Holmes and all of his merry men and women will be there at FedEx Field, aka the Dump, to that place is going to be covered in Cowboy fans, Loyal. And that place gets a lot of Cowboy fans in that area, especially.
Does it?
When the Commanders are bad, we had a whole section to ourselves 2 years ago. A whole section.
Well, that was like the last time me and my wife went to a Browns-Cowboys game when it was in Cleveland. There's more Cowboys fans there than there was Browns fans. I was shocked because Browns have a loyal fan base, but back then they weren't that good.
Yeah, they were selling their tickets off. So
there was one part I heard where somebody was giving out Halloween candy. You know, people give out Halloween candy. They were giving out free tickets for that game.
Wow.
I was like, damn, I wish I could have been one of those kids getting those tickets.
Wow. That's crazy. I've never been to Cleveland Stadium.
It's pretty nice. It's pretty nice. I've been both there and Paul Brown. Brown's nice. They're both by the river.
Yeah, so. Me and I was right down the road from there. Me and Mark went to, I forget the name of the spot, but when we went to Canton, we drove to Cleveland, and we were right outside the baseball stadium. I was right there, but I heard the Brown Stadium is down the highway a few miles.
Mm-hmm. It's right next to the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame.
Okay, yeah.
Literally right next door. It's right there.
Well, maybe if we go to Canton this year, we'll have to go to the Hall of Fame and get some some shots outside of the football stadium. I always like checking out the football stadiums. Just a quick check on the lines. The Giants are a 5.5 point underdog, so the line has gone up to 5.5. So I like the points there. In Dallas, the line has actually gone down to 13. So
Bobby Murphy says, I would not have no issues resting players on that trash-ass turf at MetLife Stadium.
Yeah, just looking at it, you can't afford to start the game out that way. God forbid Dallas chokes. I don't think that's going to happen, but until they prove to me that they're going to go and put the nail through somebody and finish the fight, it's been a long time since we were in this position to do that,
I think they know. I think Dallas, especially Dak Prescott's learned his lessons to know that just because you got a better record doesn't guarantee you'll win. I mean, look at his rookie year. Green Bay. So it's happened several times. So they can't go in there like, just because we got the home game, we're going to.
Ronnie says Parsons should wear a tearaway jersey so he loses his shirt every time he gets held. We're one of those. Make sure it's a tearaway, not one of those melting away, like you see the melting away bathing suits that the women give their husbands. Bobby Murphy, I would have no issue with wrestling players. Yeah, that's right. I agree with you. Dirty Sanchez, the better bring a tetanus shot and some penicillin for when they enter the field. Who's that? The Commanders Stadium? Yeah, that's a shithole. But at least they're in the club level, which is not a bad gig. $199 for like a club level seat. That's pretty good.
Well, hopefully Mark told the people that's going to the game to wear their PPE in that stadium, so PPE. They don't have a chair, something fall down on their head or whatever.
Felix Rojas, SoFi is a stadium. I hear it's nice, but I hear the bathrooms are disgusting. I don't know if that's true. That's what I was told. So
they just built it, and it's already.
Well, I heard that there's some areas of that stadium that are like shit, but I don't know. Mary Alvarez, the Chargers versus Cowboys game in SoFi was a home game, definitely. California is mostly known for many Cowboys fans. Yes, I do know. You figure Wichita Falls, Oxnard, Dallas has a big standing in California. Clemente, the playoffs have already started for us. We cannot lose any more, period. I'm not worried about losing any more. Yeah, I understand what you're saying. I don't want to get anybody hurt. We need to get in and out of this game with a dub. As much as I want to blow them out, I don't really care. We just got to get out. Get out with ski mask on and get out of here.
Mike says better off wearing a gas mask instead.
A gas mask. Are you going to the game, Mike Oldana? You going to the game, Mike? Worst bathroom in history was the vet. Literally gagged when I'd go in. Yeah, man, they had the big troughs, Philly D. Remember? Yeah, I don't know, Elena. I just heard a couple people tell me that the bathrooms at SoFi were not working and not the most cleanliness. Maybe it was in the upper deck. Maybe they just sectioned off the high roller area was beautiful and everything else was crap. I don't know. He's working. Yeah, okay. I hear you, brother. Matt Batten, only one stadium I want to see, Dallas Cowboy Stadium. Never been to Dallas Cowboy game. It's my dream game time. Matt,
you'll love it, Matt.
Matt,
get there. It is so nice. I've been there like 4 years in a row.
Really?
It's freaking. Yeah.
You went to AT&T?
All 4 times they played the Giants.
Wow. What are the odds of that?
But yeah, it's nice, man. It's got the like outside they got like a little grassy area where they have concerts before the game. The tailgating's fun.
Yes, I do know that. Yeah.
I mean, it's nice. I mean, it's loud as crap in there. It's like being in a Coliseum. So it's
really.
But wear some comfortable shoes though if you ever go, because you're gonna be doing a lot of walking.
Really, everything's far. That's good though. Get a little exercise. Mm-hmm. Get a little exercise. Thanks, Philly D. I'll probably think about that next time. Okay, so Mary says I've been to SoFi Stadium. It's very nice there. And their restrooms are clean. Okay. And then, everybody has their own opinions. Felix Rojas, AT&T Suites are the bomb. Stadium is just awesome. And it's funny because the stadium's going on, 20 years old, believe it or not? Do you believe it's that old already?
It doesn't seem like it's been around that long, but.
Now, obviously, I think the World Cup is coming there. So they have to actually have real grass, which is kind of funny to me because they're so against putting real grass in. But for the World Cup, they're going to have to do it. The World Cup's coming in, and they're doing a big renovation, believe it or not, in the inside the stadium. So, But I didn't think it was that loud until recently because we haven't really had a home field advantage ever until the last 2 years. So, what happened?
All the times I went, it's been loud. And I mean, I know every time you go, they always put those white towels on the seats. That's pretty cool. I got all of those.
Yeah, the rally towels. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I've been able to. I've been to AT&T once in 2014. We beat the Texans clean. Clemente, yeah. I've been outside of the stadium. I was at the Walmart looking at the stadium, but I've never been in the stadium.
Matter of fact, the very first Cowboys home game I've been to was Dak and Zeke's rookie year. Yeah. That year we lost to the Giants. That was the very first game I've been to there.
Yeah, we got to try and get to a game next year. Really do. Like I was saying, either I'm going to training camp or maybe I'll just look at a game and go to a game. I don't know.
I haven't made it to Frisco yet. I was going to go one year, but my flight got canceled.
Yeah,
so.
When I was with Mark, we went to see Stewart. We went to the Star. We were the first tour back after COVID, so we got the Star. My guy Randy Stites, I miss Randy. I don't know where he left, but he left. So, but anyway, Randy had been on the tour many times, and he was saying shit before the tour guide. We're all like, Randy, shut up! You're doing her job for her. But it was cool. But there was players rehabbing, so I was disappointed we couldn't go into the locker rooms. So that was kind of a disappointment for me. Yeah, I've been to the Star, Felix. It's cool, man. Their gift shop is awesome. As part of the tour, we got to run around on the turf field, the indoor Ford Field. Awesome, man. Awesome.
So they're saying, I'm hearing on the chat say, I'm Brandon Staley. Is it true the Eagles are looking at Brandon Staley for the playoffs?
Brandon Staley? Hold up. Oh, what are you talking about? Who's that? Is that a?
I'm about to find out.
Oh, you mean for a coordinator type? Huh. I did not know that. I would doubt that. He's getting paid by the Chargers. I don't know if that would affect him in any way. So I don't know.
Y'all can have Kellen Moore.
Yeah, you can have Kellen. No, actually, he still has a job.
Oh.
The Mystic Active, working on it, Brad. I'm working on it, buddy. I hope to make it to the Dallas Cowboy Stadium one day. Felix Rojas, loyal Cowboy, game time, Brian. Yeah, we should all go and hang out.
Yeah, it's a time you won't forget, Matt. It's nice. I mean, the tailgating, and if you go, and this is just for me. This is what I usually do. I went a few times, but if you go, look up Bill Bates Tailgate and stay at the Omni downtown. The Bill Bates, they have a bus that takes you to a tailgate where they all tailgate and they give you food, drinks, and all that, and you go to the game. It's fun.
Now,
I actually met Charles Haley there and got his autograph.
Yeah, well, there's a, I think it's Star Tours. You could, there's different packages within the Star Tours. I've already looked at that. I mean, I could do that instead of going to camp. I could do that, but I'd like to have somebody go with me. It's like $2,000. But
yes,
but you get a game ticket, you get all that stuff. You get the behind the scenes tour. You get to go to Frisco tour. You get the tailgate, like you get to stay at the Omni Frisco or wherever the players stay. It used to be the Gaylord Texan, so I'm not sure which one it is. But you play at the same hotel, you stay at the same hotel that the players are at the night before. Because they don't come from their homes, supposedly. They all stay in a hotel and then go to the game. So I've always wanted to do that. Maybe that's an option. I don't know. But we shall see. But it would be cool to meet up with a lot of you people in AT&T, man. That would be fun. So Matt Batten says, walk by Texas Ranger Stadium. I like baseball next to Dallas Cowboys Stadium. But yeah, I saw it from afar. We drove right by it. Yep.
And if you got kids, there's a Six Flags nearby. So if you want to make it a whole weekend thing,
Six Flags, yeah.
Yep, you can go to Six Flags
and
then
canceled my membership to Six Flags. I had it for years.
Oh, did you?
Well, I had it for years, but my boys are older. I'm like, you guys want it? You can pay for it. We haven't gone.
Yeah, they are in Cleveland next year, Lori.
Who's that? Dallas?
Dallas and Cleveland play in Cleveland next year.
Wow.
Yep, me and my wife will be there.
Maybe me and Mark will have to come to that one.
Oh, okay.
Pretty sure Cowboys in Cleveland next year. Yeah, Lori. Yeah, I wouldn't mind. So that's one thing when I look ahead into like 5 years when I'm out. Hopefully, I can get. I plan on getting an RV. I'll be just taking off for weeks at a time, man. That'll be fun. Just head out, and just start visiting some stadiums during the season. Fuse 3. Don't don't be mean. You're like. They're struggling right now, but they're still in the playoffs, which is not
Who are they talking about?
Fuse 3, the Eagles are so washed. Listen, anything can happen, man. Any given Sunday. Yep. Let's not be that team that's cocky all of a sudden. We hadn't won shit yet. Nope. Let's win it first, and let's win our first home playoff game, and then maybe we could talk. Clemente, 2008, I was able to go to the Dallas 49er game, and our hotel was right across
I'll be right back.
the San Fran Hotel. Okay. I saw them loading up. Romo and T.O. went off. Yeah, man. Clemente, Philly D will attest. I used to go to the Vet years ago. It was one of those old cookie cutter stadiums, the round brick. But back in the day, our access to players were always so close. At the end of the game, we could just go underneath where the players come out and get on the bus. And we used to get all kinds of autographs. Now you can't get that close to the players. We would actually stop them as they were walking to the bus. You can't get that way now. Now the bus just pulls right into the stadiums, and it's just a different animal. You know what I mean? It just is. You're right, Game Time. You can't sleep on these Commanders. You just got to get the job done. It's like I hope that our Cowboys have a better attitude than some of the Cowboy fans, only because they think that we've done it. We need to have a killer instinct. We need to go in there Sunday and go off. And then you could back up, and just shorten the game. I would bring up Malik or whoever the hell, the new guy we got, and run. Once we get a lead, I'd run the clock out of the ball. Just run it. But we shall see. That's why they play the games, man. Yeah, you remember Philly D? Our access. I was a little guy. I have pictures. I was looking at some of my pictures, going through my pictures the other day, and I was in Little League, so it was either 9, 10, 11, and 12. I think it was the 80. It was the 80 season where Wilbert Montgomery beat us. I was at that game, the championship game. I was at that game. I have a picture of me and Butch Johnson. nobody knew who the hell Butch Johnson was except me and my father. And my father went up and said, Butch. If anybody don't know who Butch Johnson was, he was an ex-Cowboy receiver.
Was you talking about Texas Stadium?
No, I'm talking about the Vet in Philadelphia. I was just saying it was a lot like Texas State. It was like Riverfront was those.
I've never seen Texas Stadium.
Yeah, but you know Riverfront, right? The old Cincinnati Reds, that same circle. It was the same thing as the Vet. But the access to the players, you could get right up on the players. I mean, Dallas was like bus would leave and all the Eagle fans would throw eggs at the bus. You can't even get that close to the bus now. You can get a little bit at times, but for the most part, like AT&T, the bus usually goes up into the damn stadium. The fans can't get to these players like we used to. But yeah, Philly D, I was at the 80 game where Wilbert Montgomery broke our hearts. I turned into a Raider fan that following 2 weeks.
Now, I did see Jerry Jones's helicopter land in the stadium. The first time I went, Jerry Jones came in. I seen this helicopter land, and that was the game that George W. Bush was at. I mean, me and some friends went, and they had people standing, like security standing there, facing out with AK-47s. I was like, damn.
Sounds like a plan, Brad Harris. Brad Harris, I hadn't talked to him, but a guy I used to shoot pool competitively, and I used to get some of my equipment from him. He lived in La Crosse, Wisconsin. I just found out he passed away a couple days ago. Steve Swert. Shout out to Steve Swert. Rest in peace, my man. But yeah, Matt Batten. Great. Today, just want to go to Dallas Cowboys game, walk to Texas Rangers Stadium in Dallas, Texas, and one day I hope it might go down. I hear you, Matt. Listen, I just can't wait, but I can't believe, Loyal, it's 18 weeks is gone already. But the fun is about to start. I'm streaming tomorrow night. I'll do a video tomorrow. I don't know if I'll do a live. We'll play that by ear, but I'll definitely do a morning video. If you want to, I don't know what you're doing tomorrow night. I'll send you a link if you want to join. I know Mark will probably be with me, and then again on Sunday. But that's about it, people. Let me just get to a couple more. We're 30 strong. Vermeil admitted that they treated the championship win as a Super Bowl. Yep, trust me, I was there. The fans treated it as a Super Bowl too. They had finally beaten the vaunted Dallas Cowboys to go, and I was so heartbroken. But 2 weeks later, the Eagles lost to Cliff Branch and Jim Plunkett and the Oakland Raiders. Unbelievable. But all right, Loyal. Anything you want to say before we get out of here?
Let's go Cowboys.
Go Cowboys, baby. All right, everybody. I will talk to everybody tomorrow, all right? Everybody, have a good day. Peace out.